All right, next matchup, Kent State taking on Northern Illinois, 7 o'clock Eastern tip-off in that game. Kent State opened -2, total with 132. We saw a 1-point move toward Kent State and movement downward on the total. The Flash opened as the 1-point favorite up to -2. Total opened 132.5 down to 132 even. 52% are leaning Kent State, 69% shaded toward the over. Right now, Northern Illinois is plus $1.20 on the money line. They've also won their last 5 straight games. They successfully covered the point spread in 5 out of their last 6 as well. Kent State, on the other side, just 5-6 against the spread away from home. They're also 60% to the under in their last 10. Meanwhile, Northern Illinois, 80% to the under in their last 10 themselves. I'm going to lean toward the home dog in this one. Give me Northern Illinois +2 and the under 132 in that contest. The next matchup, Canisius versus Rider, 7 o'clock Eastern tip-off. Rider opens 6.5 up to -7.5. Total open 149 up to 150. 51% are leaning Rider, 82% on the under. Right now, Canisius is plus 285 on the money line. They're also 8-3 against the spread on the road this year. Rider on the other side failing to cover. Rider on the other side just 4-5 straight up in their last 9. They failed to cover the point spread in 6 out of those 9 games. They're allowing 71 points per contest. Now, Riders 4-3 to the over on their home court. Canisius 7-4 to the over as the official road team. I'm going to lean toward the road dog in this one. Give me Canisius plus 7.5 and the over 150 in that matchup. Next game, Iona versus Quinnipiac, 7:30 Eastern tip-off. The Bobcats open 6.5 down to -5.5. Total open 146.5 down to 146. 59% are leaning toward the Bobcats of Quinnipiac. 83% are leaning toward the over. And right now, the Gales of Iona, they are plus $2 on the money line. Now, if you like the Gales in this matchup here, I really don't know what you're thinking. They've lost 7 out of their last 10. They've also gone just 20% against the spread in those 10 games. They're averaging 65 points per contest on the road. They're also shooting just 39% from the field on the road as well. Quinnipiac on the other side, 7-2 straight up on their home court, 7-2 against the spread in those 9 home games. Total-wise, Quinnipiac 70% to the under in their last 10. Iona 7-3 to the under away from home themselves. I'm going to lean QU -5.5 and the under 146 in that game. Next and final contest for the show, it is going to be Maryland taking on Illinois, 8 o'clock Eastern tip-off. The Fighting Illini are -2.5 total at 133 and a hook. We saw a 1-point move toward the Fighting Illini. We also saw movement upward on the total. Illinois open 1.5 up to -2.5. Total open 132.5 up to 133 and a hook. 63% are leaning Illinois, 62% shaded toward the over. Right now, Maryland's plus 145 on the money line. The Terrapins are just 2-4 straight up as the official road team. They're also shooting just 38% from the field as the road team as well. Illinois, on the other side, winners of 7 out of their last 8. They also went 12-1 straight up at home this year. They rank in the top 15 in the country in offensive rebounding. They're also ranking in the top 25 in the country in defensive rebounding. Now, 7 out of Illinois' last 9 did stay under the total. Maryland 13-9 to the under overall for the year. Give me Illinois -2.5 and the under 133.5 in that contest. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me. Don't forget to check me out on my website at patreon.com, where once again we went 3-1 yesterday in our premium picks on that website. It's going to put us at 30-13 in our last 43 premium picks on that site. Good for 70% in that category. We're also 15-3 in our last 18 extra daily picks. We're a perfect 6-0 in our last 6 college basketball package plays on that site as well. Link for that site is in the description section below. Once again, that is patreon.com/BrockPage. But most importantly, guys, I got to thank you for joining me right here on YouTube. I really hope you enjoyed all this great free content, all this great free information. Happy Friday to you. Best of luck to you. And I look forward to seeing you later on today on my website at patreon.com/BrockPage.